Well, Bill, here we are again.
Yes, we are.
Right in front of the stage where you're going to be playing tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, tomorrow night. It's going to be a ball.
Yeah. How many of these blow-offs have you done down here?
Well, we've done as many blow-offs as there are festivals.
Wow.
Because we used to do it outside the festival site to give people a place to go after the festival's over. But then we just incorporated it, you know. It just seemed like the right thing to do.
Yeah. Okay. Who's in this year's?
Oh, we got a great lineup this year. We got Mitch Cashmore, who I think is probably one of the best blues harmonica players in the world. And we got a really great up-and-coming young man, Hank Shreve, from Eugene, Oregon.
I remember when he was a kid coming up.
Oh,
I mean, really young.
Yeah, he can really play. He's really dedicated. Kind of one of those future of the blues guys, you know. And Jim Wallace, the winner of last year's 2012 Best Blues Harmonica Player Award from Cascade Blues Association. And Dave Mathis, who's really a fine harmonica player here locally, and he's very good. He's been around here a long time, and they're even going to let me get up there and make some noise.
You're going to play, huh?
Yeah.
Well, it's your show.
And we have a couple special guests from Clarkdale, Mississippi. Stan Street's going to come up and sit in for a couple tunes, and Tad Robinson out of Chicago is another fine harmonica player who's going to come up. And Alan Hager's going to make a little guest appearance, and Michael Osborne too. So we got a really stellar house band with. We actually have 3 guitar players. So if one of them starts wearing out, or has to take a break for some reason, we have Newell C. Briggs, used to play with Curtis Salgado years ago, and we have Sir Henry Cooper on his great slide guitar. We have from Puget Sound area Chuck Leidy, and then on bass we have David Call, and on drums Jeff Minnick. So.
From from Paul DeLay band.
And now from the Party Kings band. So
yes, lucky you.
So we're looking forward to really having a great time. That's how it is every year. You know, we just have a lot of fun.
Do you make a set list for this? I mean, really, or is this?
Well, I used to, but I don't so much anymore.
Just call them off.
Yeah, because you don't know who's going to get there late and who's going to, who's going to do what. We'll probably start with Stan Street and Tad Robinson, and then Dave Mathis, and then I'm going to come out with Alan Hager and do a duo for a couple tunes and give the band a break, and then I'll play a few electric ones with the band, and then we'll start bringing up Jim Wallace and Hank Shreve and Mitch Cashmore. There might even be a few surprises too. You never can tell who's going to show up. So
well, that's always good.
Yeah, that's fun. You just got to try to figure out where you're going to fit them in. You know?
So I wanted to ask you something. I'm reading Keith Richards' autobiography, and in that autobiography, he claims that Mick Jagger is the greatest harmonica player in the world.
Well,
I laughed too.
Keith must have been on some substances that day of some sort, because I don't even know if I rate him in the top 100, to be honest with you. I mean, there's so many great players out there, and he was taking lessons from Junior Wells. I heard he was scared of Junior Wells. So, just to bring it up, I always thought Brian Jones was a better harmonica player than Mick Jagger, if we're going to go that far. So,
well, Keith did. I don't think Keith would agree with about anything about Brian Jones.
Oh yeah. Well, you can hear it in their playing, if they got the blues or not. So.
So how the Party Kings going?
We're doing very well. We're playing quite a bit now. We're getting going with a new band. The 3 guitar players I mentioned, we have 3 guitar players. And occasionally we bring them out. We don't always use 3, but we occasionally bring them out as the slide masters because they all play slide guitar. But we're playing all over the place. Next week we'll be up at Kruger Farms in Sauvie Island, and we're playing down in Eugene. We're playing the Blue Diamond.
All 3 at once?
Well, sometimes, not all the time.
How does that work? How do they keep from stepping on each other?
Well, they're good players. They know what to play and what not to play. It's like Muddy Waters' band. He had 3 guitar players. But I had to do it that way because I had one guy, the first guy I hired, well, he lives down the coast, so I had to have the 2 guys up here to cover him. So, and I've played with all of them before, and they're all great players. Just love their playing.
When did you learn what not to play?
When I first started playing harmonica, I found out a lot of people, when they heard you played harmonica, they got real irritated. And the reason was because a lot of harmonica players just got up there and blow and blow and blow and blow through everybody's solos, through the vocals, through everything. So I learned to lay back and just play when my turn came up.
Wasn't a harsh lesson, was it?
No, no. It got me more gigs.
Did it?
Yeah. So yeah, that's...
Well, Bill, it'd be great. We're going to be over in the Oregon Music News comfy booth.
Oh, yeah.
And so at any time you feel like sitting on a couch and relaxing a little bit, come on over.
I'll be there.
And, of course, we'll hear every note because we're right over at the Louisiana Pavilion.
Harmonica amps right towards you.
All right. Okay. Have a great festival.
Thank you, Tom.